Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to do a collective reading. We're going to see what the message is today. Remember to take it how it resonates. This could be past, present, or future. You will know best how this fits in the story for you, okay? Thank you guys for all of the love, all the support, as always, all the likes, your comments, your subscribes. I appreciate all of you. So what's going on? What's the message here for the collective today? What is going on in the collective today? What does the collective need to know? Let's see what's happening. 7 of Pentacles, the King of Cups, we have the 3 of Wands at the bottom, and the Tower. Ooh, juicy, okay? What's this? Drama. All right, so it looks like there's a King of Cups here. This person's been working on something for a long time. They've been putting a lot of effort into this, but the 7 of Pentacles, you haven't seen any results yet, right? Now, it looks like something is coming down on this person. There's a Tower here. So it looks like it's not going too well. And with the 3 of Wands at the bottom, that's about a plan. Like you're planning towards the future. You're looking towards the future. You're waiting for your ships to come in, right? So there's something shocking happening here. What's the 7 of Pentacles? The Ace of Cups wanted to come out. The 9 of Pentacles, the 9 of Swords. Okay, yeah. The Chariot. So we have Cancer energy here. Someone is really, really stressed. They're really paranoid, terrified, all up in their head. They can't sleep because of somebody moving forward or moving on. And this has to do with money. This has to do with something that they were working towards, because the 9 of Pentacles is like, that's when you reach independence. That's when you reach success. You reach your harvest. You've made, you get to take all these coins off the tree, and you have that life of luxury, right? But the 7 of Pentacles, you're not there yet. You're still planting the tree. So it's kind of giving me like somebody thought that some sort of money was going to be coming in, and then they had a turn of events, okay? Who's the King of Cups? The Knight of Cups. Okay, heavy water energy here. The Queen of Swords, the Fool. So this King of Cups looks like they wanted to come towards a Queen of Swords. They wanted to make a Queen of Swords some sort of a love offer, okay? Well, not sure if you wanted that, but it looks like that's what they were planning. So why is the Tower here? The King of Wands in reverse. The 2 of Cups. Yeah, whatever this plan was here for this relationship. Yeah, no, it was a bust. Okay, King of Wands in reverse. It was a bust. This didn't go anywhere. This didn't go anywhere, this plan here. Judgment, and that's judgment, okay? The Tower coming crumbling down. So a faulty foundation based on lies and delusion. Yeah, that's judgment, that shit comes crumbling down for these people, okay? And their weird fantasies here. All right, so yeah, the truth, this is judgment. This is the Wheel of Fortune. This is their Wheel of Karma. Is that this Tower of delusion comes crumbling down. So what were they invested in for so long? 7 of Pentacles. They were invested in communicating something to the Emperor, or bringing the Emperor some sort of information. Bringing the Emperor some sort of information. Okay, what is that? Information about what? Oh, an official person. So they were working on bringing an official person, an Emperor, some sort of information here. And the plan didn't work. The plan didn't work. or it has something to do with some sort of business practices. Wealthy man. Mature woman in reverse. A mature woman in the reverse. What is this? What's the Knight of Swords? Something they communicated something about a breakup and a separation. Or this is what they were working towards. Okay, I'm not sure if they actually communicated this or this is what they were working towards. No, they ran out of time. Time's up. They ran out of time to tell an emperor, to tell an official person about a breakup and a separation with a mature woman in reverse. They ran out of time. The plan didn't work. Okay. Why'd they run out of time? To communicate something. Some sort of... To communicate something about a fight or an argument, or is that what they already did in the past? Is that what they were planning, or is that in the past? They felt burdened because they already turned it in. So it's something that they had already given to the emperor. They already gave this to the official person. And they felt weighed down because they communicated to an official person that there had been a breakup or a fight or some sort of silent treatment. They communicated something to an official person about a fight and an argument. And then they felt burdened and weighed down about something that they had given to someone. Tell me about this fight, this Five of Wands. Not enough in reverse. Somebody was not frustrated in a relationship. Somebody was not lacking confidence. Or because they were too sure of themselves. So maybe when they went towards this emperor and this official person, they were very sure of themselves. Like they were like overconfident that something would work. When they communicated something about a fight, they were overconfident that it would work. That something would go their way. Watching, looking, stalking in reverse. And then they couldn't change the perception of something anymore. They felt like they wouldn't be able to change the perception because they ran out of time when it comes to a breakup. So is it something that they did in the past, something they said in the past to an official that they couldn't like iron out because they had already said it, and they couldn't change the perception of something that they had already done because they already said it? Is that what this is? Tell me about the Six of Pentacles. Message of concern in reverse. Yeah, it's like whenever they handed this over, this information, they weren't concerned about it. They thought that they were confident in whatever they were saying. They were confident that it was going to work. Why were they so confident that this was going to work? Why were they so confident? The truth about because of the truth about a Page of Cups. What's the Page of Cups? Lies. They were confident that their lies would look like the truth. They were confident that their lies would look like they were turning something in that was innocent, wholesome, genuine, but it's lies. They were, what? Not today in reverse. They lied about a lack of communication. They lied about an argument, a fight, a lack of communication. They could have communicated to an official person that there had been a breakup or that two people were not talking to each other, but this was a lie. And for some reason, they were like confident that their lie would become reality, if you get what I'm saying. So it's like, if they're telling an official person, oh yeah, there was a breakup and these people are not talking to each other, they were overly confident that that would be reality, like that would happen. I don't know why, but okay. The runner, because they said someone, or they thought someone was a runner. Somebody had a fear of intimacy, was listening to their ego. Or because they were listening to their ego. Maybe that's just the answer, right? So they were in their ego. They thought they knew everything better. They were confident and not concerned when they went to this emperor and they told this lie. They were sure that it was going to play out exactly how they were telling the emperor that it was going to play out. Yeah, you gotta be in your ego to think that you can tell a lie and then it becomes reality because you voice it. I don't know. You gotta be a special kind of person for that, I guess. So what's this Nine of Pentacles? A main female. This has to do with a main female and some sort of money, some sort of independence, career, success, in a house. This has to do with a main female in a house, or a main female stability, or what a main female was building, or the snake in reverse. They thought they were worried that they would be exposed as a snake, that something about you not being malicious or somebody not being in competition, or it's like the Nine of Swords, like they're terrified, they're worried, they're really stressed out, and they're paranoid. It could even be about something that you told someone at a house or something like that. Maybe something you told them made them worried, because in the past they were very sure of themselves. They were very, very sure that they knew it better, that they knew that, you know, two people weren't talking, that they knew, like, okay, here's an example. Let's say you're talking to a friend, because I'm kind of going off the last reading that I just did, okay? So let's say you're talking to a friend that's trying to set you up. You told this friend that there was a breakup. You guys broke up, okay? You guys, you know, you had a fight or something like that. And then this friend, that's what you can call a kind of person like this, takes that information immediately and runs to someone else with it and says, oh my God, they just broke up. They're not talking. We can act right now. We can go to the officials and say, they're not talking. I know that they're going to not come back together. It's over for this time for good. They do this. 3 weeks later, you see the friend and you say, oh, by the way, yeah, me and so-and-so were talking again. And I think that we're going to work on our relationship. And I think that it's actually, you know, we're going to stick together. And they're like, no. What do you mean you're back together? What do you mean you're talking? You just told me that you broke up 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and now you're talking again. And in their mind, they're going, fuck, because we just told an official person that there was a breakup. You get what I'm saying? And now 3 weeks later, they're in the house, you're in the house with someone and you're telling them like, yeah, we're working on things. We're talking and we're planning and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, you can't, because if you do this, then our plan isn't going to work. I mean, they're not saying that to your face, but that's kind of what this is giving me. And then they couldn't change the perception anymore. They start to panic. They start to get anxious and start to panic because, well, 2 weeks ago when you told me that you broke up, we took action on that and we told an official that, and now it's not that anymore. Like, giving me something like that. Love in reverse. Yeah, they told an official person that it's not love. There's no love here, okay? You don't love each other. And now they're stressed out and paranoid. Because like, no, you know, you were supposed to stay broken up, or you were supposed to stay like this. Like, I was so sure that, you know, twin flames, balance, yin yang zen, union, duality, complement each other. Yeah, this is what they're paranoid and stressed out about. Is that they literally just told an official person that there's no love there and it's a breakup. And the whole time you're just in a higher level soulmate yin-yang relationship where sometimes you need to balance things out, right? Okay. Yeah, so what's this then? The Chariot. Occupation. Stressed out about something to do with an occupation. I mean, maybe you also told this person about like a job that's coming in for you, like maybe you landed a major deal or something like that. Maybe you told them about this great job opportunity that you're going towards, or that you're gonna, I don't know, sign a deal with someone, or that you're doing something big, you're making a career move or something like that. That could also be something that stressed them out. It's something about love and your career. So you told them, yeah, I'm working on love and I'm in a relationship and I have this great career opportunity coming in. I'm going to be signing this major deal here with this company and I'm going to be stable. And they're like, you cannot have a life. You cannot go and do good things. You can't have positive news. That's not what was supposed to happen. Right? Courthouse. Because they thought they were going to try and move forward in court with something. Somebody wanting to take you to court. Or it has something to do with a house. I don't know. Maybe it's just a house. Because house is already out here. So is this a house or what? What's that? Photographs in reverse. Photographs in reverse. The Phoenix, a new phase. You were going to rekindle something in your life. You were about to transform something in your life. You were about to transform and change something in your life. It could be in love. It could even be in career. Yeah, and they didn't like this. They didn't want you making new memories, okay? Yeah, so what else does collective need to know about that? The Six of Wands, they thought they were going to be victorious, okay? The Devil in reverse, they thought they wouldn't be attached to something or bound to something. Eight of Swords, by trapping you. These people were so sure that they would be able to trap you and then they wouldn't be attached to something. And for some reason, whatever you were telling them, it was like, why was it panicking them? Because they didn't want you to move forward. The Chariot in reverse. It's like, no, you weren't supposed to move forward. The Devil in reverse. If you move forward in your life, in love, in career, away from them, then you wouldn't be attached to something that they said about you. They wouldn't be able to bind you. They wouldn't be able to attach themselves to you and bind something to you. Nine of Wands in reverse. They wouldn't be able to defend themselves, or they needed you in a position where you were defenseless or you didn't have protection. The Six of Pentacles. They wouldn't be able to defend something that they gave to someone. They wouldn't be able to defend something that they turned in. Yeah, what they turned into the officials, I'm assuming. What's the Six of Pentacles? A judge. Something they gave to a judge. Something they gave to an official person. Somebody that works in law. Somebody that works in the judicial system. If you move forward in life, they're not able to defend something that they gave to an official in the past. Okay. So who's this King of Cups here? Who's the King of Cups? This is someone that was not concerned at all. This is someone who had absolutely no concern in the community. Someone in the community who is not concerned whatsoever. Why? What was this person not concerned about? A privileged lady. This person was not concerned about a privileged lady. What do you mean? Girl talk in reverse. You not spending time with friends, you not moving on, being happily single. A self-absorbed narcissist. So this King of Cups is a self-absorbed narcissist who overestimated themselves in the community. The healthy choices. A self-absorbed narcissist who thought that they could manipulate your choices. Yeah, okay. Tell me more about that, please. An Empress in the reverse. The truth, this is someone having clarity, or this is the truth about a mature woman in the reverse, or what, is this the mature woman in the reverse? No, Page of Cups in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse. This is about like maybe saying something about you being rejected or not having love. This could be a rejection in love, saying something about you being a toxic feminine energy, or being someone that's very like neglectful, or being like a bad person, or being very selfish and self-centered. What's this? Truth, Ace of Swords. Boat, receiving what you need, progressing, arriving. What's the Ace of Cups reverse? The Butterfly in reverse, a relationship evolving to the next phase in reverse. I mean, I didn't want to say it, but it could also have something to do with children, because it does say healing the inner child on here. And this is my only child card in this whole deck. So it could have something to do with children, having children taken away. Page of Cups in reverse, Empress in reverse. This could have something to do with like losing a child. I mean, it could even be something like an abortion, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah, they said something about you being not loving. You're not a loving person. You don't give and receive affection. You're not affectionate. You're not loving. You're not caring. You're neglectful. You're not a good person. You're not loving. You're not caring. And this is a self-absorbed narcissist, King of Cups, who was not concerned when they said all this about you. I just don't get why. Heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost. This person was not concerned in the community that you would be going through a breakup, and that this would be their chance with a breakup to say that you are a toxic person, you're not loving, or someone doesn't love you, or you are something like that. Okay, I don't know. Help me understand this better. Nine of Pentacles, the Star, and the High Priestess. For some reason, this has to do with like fame. Fame, success, being in the public eye, being inspirational to others, being seen. Temperance and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, see, what I'm getting here is like, with this work opportunity coming in, this reminds me of a story about someone, this is a long time ago, but like someone that I knew getting scouted for a TV show, okay, and being invited like to join a TV show, like a competition, okay, and this person, this girl didn't sign up for it. She was scouted online to be a talent in this show. I don't know if it's something like that. It doesn't have to be something like that for everyone, but it's like you could have told someone that there was a huge deal coming in your life, okay? Like maybe something to do with fame, success, something in your career field, okay? Something like a huge opportunity that would have put you on the map, okay? Where people would have known you. Could even be something on Netflix. I don't know, right? These people could have fucked it up for you. I mean, there was a little bit of suspicion back then that maybe the reason why somebody came, they got through 2 rounds, and then by the second round, it was like, oh, we got a call from the higher ups that unfortunately we can't take you into the final round for casting. And the girls that called couldn't give a reason why someone got kicked out. They couldn't say why. They didn't understand why, because the talent was there. But they said it was coming from the higher ups. The higher ups had decided someone can't be on the show. Like, how the fuck does that happen? That you get casted into a show, you get scouted online, and you get through 2 rounds, and you're like pretty sure you're gonna go, you're gonna get through casting. And then the people that are casting you can't give you a reason why you got kicked out. It's from the higher ups. And there was a little bit of suspicion as to like, did someone call and sabotage that? Somebody that you might have told, okay? Now, it doesn't have to be that situation, but like you telling someone that something big is coming in for you, and all of a sudden it stops. All of a sudden it like blows up in your face, and you're like, what the fuck? Random. Okay, why did I lose that opportunity? Well, did someone call and fuck it up? Did someone call and gossip about you and make you look bad, and then they kicked you out of the opportunity? That's what this is giving me, especially with Temperance being here in High Priestess. I felt like I had to speak on this for a second, right? That it's something like that, where somebody knew that there was something major coming in for you. I mean, if it's like a Netflix competition kind of a show like it was for this person in the past, there was even like a money, there's like contracts on the table, there's like money prizes that can be won, and you get that attention, especially if it's in your career field, and it can really do a lot for your career, right? And whoever these people are, they might have known that this was coming in, and they sabotaged it. They sabotaged it on purpose, okay? And maybe even because you have a King of Cups narcissist here, sociopath, that is trying to fuck you over in the community by telling some sort of maybe that's what it is. I mean, the Emperor and the official person right here, maybe that's who they called and said, hey, you need to get so-and-so taken off the opportunity. You need to kick them out. Don't have them work on your show, or don't have them work on your project here. You need to get them kicked off. I mean, that's what it could be as well, like calling up and saying, oh no, we can't let them have this great career opportunity. It needs to be sabotaged. We need to call whoever is in charge all the way at the top and have them kicked out, because if they don't, or if they go on this, project or whatever it is, then it's going to mess up our plan, right? It's a self-absorbed narcissist, King of Cups, okay? Who didn't want you having fun, who didn't want you living in the moment, who didn't want you being, spending time with friends, okay? I guess. Healthy choices. Yeah, they might have heard some sort of news that you were progressing, arriving in your life, you were moving forward in your life, you were doing big things in your life, and then they fucked it up on purpose. They sabotaged it. A King of Wands in reverse did. Look at this. There he is. This King of Wands in reverse is the one that might have sabotaged it. So the news traveled all the way back to the King of Wands reverse. And this person called someone they know, and then they called someone they know, and then they got you taken off the opportunity, huh? Yeah. 10 of Pentacles. They didn't want you to have success. They didn't want you to have abundance. They didn't want you to, make it all the way to the top. The Sun. Because then the truth would come out about some sort of money or some sort of fraud or some sort of, I don't know, whatever the hell they're doing here in the background with this money. Yeah, they would lose it. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. So a King of Wands in reverse, who's a abusive, cruel, power hungry, angry, temperamental kind of a person here. They didn't want to have to lose out on some sort of money, so they made the call and had that opportunity sabotaged for you. That's what this looks like. Tell me more about this King of Cups here. The World. This has to do with a cycle closing out. The Ten of Pentacles. Why are you showing me the Ten of Pentacles now? The Three of Cups and the Eight of Swords. Yeah, because look at this. This is how fucked up and nasty these people are. This is really how you know you have enemies. This is not just a hater. This is a fucking enemy snake. Okay? You are telling people you have a great career opportunity. You have the deal of a lifetime coming in. You're going towards love and, you know, good things in your life. And these people are in the background doing something with the Ten of Pentacles, doing something with money, with some sort of fraud, with some sort of inheritance, with something where they think they're going to get rich. Okay. And they're all working together to try to trap you. They're trying to trap you. And here you are telling people that you have good news. That's how you know you have enemies. These are not just haters. These are enemies. Enemies. That's what they are. The Knight of Cups. The Sun in reverse. Yeah. Because whoever this King of Cups is, this disgusting narcissist, whoever that is, wanting to come towards you because they're in their ego, okay? Yeah, Temperance in reverse. This person is so imbalanced, really mentally, emotionally imbalanced. Okay, they're not right in the head, that's for sure. They are not right in the head, especially with their confidence. This is somebody that's overconfident. That's how I know they're either a narcissist or a sociopath. They are so confident when they should not be because they're really fucked up, okay? Keys on a ring. Look at this. Keys on a ring. Heart with a key. Keys. What about the keys? Something here is the key. Something here is the key. What do you mean something is the key? The key to something. What do you mean something is the key to something here? The courthouse. Something is the key in court. Something is the key in the courthouse. Change. Because they wanted to change something in court. Or is it a house? A key to a house? Something about the keys to a house or the keys to a car. Change. The keys to a house, the keys to a car. Or the keys to the kingdom. What's the key? A false person. Because a false person wants the keys. The keys to what? A gift. What is the key? What does that mean, the key? Ace of Wands. Eight of Wands. It's about some sort of action that they took. Eight of Cups, Nine of Wands. It's about the action that they took to put you in poverty. Five of Pentacles. Because in the background, they were manifesting something here about, I don't know what, an employment? Some sort of an employment, something about a job, something about what you're working on or what you're, you know, what you're up to. Yeah, I mean, I would say, like, if they're in the background trying to fuck with your career or say weird things about your job or your employment, and here you are saying, oh my God, I landed a major deal. I got scouted for this or that, or I'm going to start this project, or I'm going to sign this business deal, or, you know, I'm going to be on this TV show for my job. They're like, No, you're going to be in poverty and broke and have absolutely nothing. We're going to take everything from you. We're going to ruin every job opportunity ever for you because we are in the background trying to fuck with your job. So what do you mean you have this great career opportunity on the horizon? Oh no, definitely not. We want you broke, busted, disgusted, and having nothing. That's how you're supposed to be. You're not supposed to be out here on some TV show or with some sort of business deal or, you know, making these big deals, working with big corporations. You're not supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to be broke. Yeah. So, something about this is the key. The Hermit in reverse, the Ten of Cups. Depression? Being depressed about family? Being depressed about family. Again, with the Ten of Pentacles. It's about something that they did here in order, or because of the money, or because of this money. Well, something here is the key. I don't know what that means, but something is the key. Something is the key. The Seven of Wands. How they blocked you. The how the Queen of Pentacles and a King of Swords blocked you, stopped you. Blocked you and stopped you from being able to receive something here. The Two of Swords blocked you. They put up a blockage. What is the key? Four of Cups. Three. Yeah, this is a group of people. Yeah, they got you rejected from a collaboration. They got you rejected. They called someone up on the phone. I swear, they called someone up on the phone and they got you rejected. They got you taken off. I don't know why that's the key, but okay. Why is that the key that these people did that they sabotaged someone like that? Because of what you were going to receive, the Ace of Cups. The Hermit, because of what is this? What is the Six of Pentacles? Marriage in reverse. Because of a divorce. Coffin and a journey. They ended a journey for you. Or this has to do with the end of a marriage or a divorce, or what's the Hermit? And a message. This has to do with a message. A message that was sent secretly or with a hidden identity. A message to a judge. A message to a judge. Something that they told a judge. Something they told an official person. Something they gave to an official person. Something that they, or messages they gave to an official person about something being over, about a journey and a divorce. Courthouse, bad health. Courthouse, bad health. A divorce, a married couple. Something being over, somebody moving forward. What is this? I'm really trying to figure it out. What is this? Paradise, healing heart, healing from heartbreak, paradise, and a journey. Somebody didn't expect something to go the way it did because they thought that you wouldn't move forward until there was a divorce. They thought you wouldn't move forward towards a new relationship until a divorce was finalized. That's why they planned all this with a judge, is because they thought that you would wait until someone was free from a toxic relationship. They were so sure of themselves that they had time because they thought, based off of communication, that you would wait until a divorce was finalized before you move forward. Is that what it is? Not enough. Feeling frustrated in a relationship, jealousy. They thought they had time for this whole narrative because they thought that nothing would move forward with you until a divorce was finalized. That's why they were so sure that this would work, because they thought that you wouldn't move forward until a divorce was finalized. So what's the Tower? A Page of Pentacles. The Star. The Tower was that you were getting some sort of an opportunity in the public eye. The Page of Pentacles is a new opportunity, a new business endeavor, a new investment where you're starting at the bottom. The Star, that's public recognition. That's a dream come true. A dream come true. The Tower comes out again because of the Hierophant. The Tower was something that they had just told an official person. So you going on and having a business opportunity or having a huge business career move coming in, or signing a big deal, or doing something big, for them it was a catastrophe because it's something that they had just told an official person. The Tower is here twice. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, it's definitely about some sort of career sabotage, that's for sure. A message, because of a message that they gave to the authorities about you being in poverty, or you being in debt, or you being in poverty, or something like that. A message to the authorities about your state of finances, or your poverty, or your debt, or your career. There's something that they had just turned in to frame you, and then you turn around and say, I have this great opportunity in business coming in. Yeah, I'm gonna sign a deal, and then I'm gonna, do this, and then I got scouted for that, and yeah, I'm making big moves. And they're like, what the fuck? We just told the police some raggedy shit about you, trying to set you up, or the authorities, or the IRS, or whoever this is. We're trying to set you up here. You can't go out here making big career moves right now. You're supposed to be broke. We just told them all this shady stuff about you. Okay? Child in reverse. They wanted to make it look like you're not innocent, or because someone else is not innocent. What's that? A main female. Why is child in... They said something to make you look like you're not innocent, is what I feel. A karmic relationship, fleeting triggers, terminal resentment, lessons. What the hell is this? Coffin, endings bring new beginnings, growth, change. And they said that a relationship ended. Yeah, so there's like multiple layers here, okay? They went into official, they said that a relationship is over, that there was a breakup, and something about your job, your career, you being in poverty, you having debt, something about your, I don't know, something about your life, I guess, okay? And then the Tower hit because of everything that they had just said about you. was about to blow up in their face because good things were coming. Good things were coming into your life, okay? Yeah, and they sabotaged every single... I'm pretty sure if you're dealing with enemies like this, they sabotaged every single major opportunity that could have come in at that time. Because of this, because of the lies that they told, because they had to keep the lies going with whatever they were doing here. They were trying to get a lot of money out of this. 10 of Pentacles. A whole group of people trying to trap you. A thief. A whole group of lying ass criminals. Thieves. Trying to trap the collective here, okay? They were expecting. So because these thieves had an expectation. See, that's the thing. These thieves, whenever they went to the authorities, they had an expectation that things would either stay the same for you or they would go downhill. And that their lies would then manifest into reality. They were expecting only bad things for you. They were expecting you to be alone, out on the street, no success in your life, okay? Yeah. What's the Two of Cups? Not today. They said something about not talking to someone. You're not dealing with someone. You're avoiding someone. Somebody doesn't want to deal with you, or there's no relationship here. Meeting and conversing with a friend. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. These people pretending to be your friend. All of this because you told someone at some point, oh yeah, I'm not talking to them anymore. I'm never going to talk to them again. It's over. It's over this time. Yeah, so they fell in the trap, huh? You didn't even mean to trap them. I swear to God, you did not even mean to trap them that way. But just because you say, oh, it's over, and they act on it like this, and then like you're, a month later, like, oh, by the way, we're working on it. Yeah, that was, I just said it too. By the way, we're working on it. Look what comes out, working on it. Working on it. They didn't realize that, you were going to work on things. Or it even has something to do with maybe your job or your career. I don't know. So what else for the collective here? A Queen of Cups in reverse. This has to do with a Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay, why? The High Priestess. The Queen of Wands in reverse. The Ten of Wands in reverse. I mean, I don't know if the Queen of Cups in reverse, Queen of Wands, if these are separate people or if this is about what they had just said about you. Like they tried to say that you're a bad mother, a bad parent, bad father. You're a promiscuous person. You're insecure. You're jealous. You're spiteful. You're angry. You're mentally, emotionally imbalanced. You're just all around like a really horrible person, right? It's like, oh no, if they get this huge job opportunity or something like that, then, everybody's going to see them. The whole world is going to see them and get to be able to watch them, right? Then nothing's going to make sense what we've been saying about this person. Three of Swords and the Hermit. The Four of Swords, yeah, they wanted to silence you. They wanted to make sure that you're silenced. Nobody can hear you. Nobody sees you. Nobody knows about you. They wanted to hide you. A main male, because of a main male. Unexpected income because of a main male and something about some sort of money, okay, being paid around. Addiction, because a main male was absolutely obsessed with control and some sort of money. And addiction. Breakup, separation, yeah, silent treatment, abandonment. They wanted you silenced. They wanted you silenced. A breakup. Saying something about a breakup because someone is obsessive, possessive, controlling. Yeah. Okay. So let's see, what's the outcome of this? What's the outcome of this situation? What are the closing words here, the outcome for this situation? The Three of Wands and the Two of Swords. Yeah, so whenever these people were making their plans, they were not seeing things clearly. They made a lot of plans based on, oh, I think I know, or I think this is how it's going to go, or I'm pretty sure that this is what's going to happen. They didn't have any clarity. They did not know what was going to happen. They didn't know what was going on in your life, but they were making plans based off what they think is going to happen to you, or what they had no clarity. The Empress in reverse. Doing something manipulative here, backstabbing, conniving, manipulative here when it comes to a home, a house, a community, what you're building. The Empress in reverse. Who's that? Or what's that? The Hanged Man and the Devil. Yeah, it's about this group and their secret communication here. So whatever these people got together with and communicated with in secret, they went around town and told everybody that would listen that you are, I don't know, jealous, that you're addicted, maybe you're on substances, you're crazy, you're toxic, you're a horrible person. They got you cut out of certain things. They made you look bad. I feel like they made you look like you're an Empress in the reverse. They just went around and told everybody that would listen that you're a neglectful person, you're a horrible person, you're not loving, giving, nurturing at all, you're narcissistic, self-centered, and whatnot. And they just went around and told every single person that would listen in secret behind your back because they had no idea what was going to come for you. They had no idea. They just wanted to make sure that they fuck it up before it gets there, okay? The Fool and the Eight of Cups. The Hermit. The Ten of Wands and the High Priestess. Man, I really feel like they were so sure that they could force you into isolation. Like they were so sure that this is all about isolating you. You have to understand everything that they did was about isolation, whether it be try to take you, get you away from close relationships, tell you to break up with your partner, ruining career opportunities for you. It's all about isolation. And making sure that nobody ever sees you. No, you don't go outside and show who you are. You don't get on a screen, okay? You don't present yourself to the world. Nobody ever sees you because you're just in your home all day long, hidden away from the world. Because if that is the case, then they can talk, gossip about you, and nobody knows who you are. You're not present. You're not present in the world. You're not present online. You're not present with anyone. That's how they wanted you. They needed you to be socially isolated in your home where nobody knows where you are, who you are, what you're up to, nothing, okay? And it's all so that their lies could work, that they could bear fruits, okay? That they could make you look like you're a horrible, neglectful, unloving, uncaring, unnurturing person. Right? Because if nobody knows who you are and you're not present and nobody has ever seen your face, it's easier to believe this kind of shit, I guess, right? It's all a tactic. It's all a tactic from this one. This King of Wands in reverse, psychopath. Yeah. Oh yeah. This has a lot to do with you being in the public eye. I'm not even kidding. Whatever career path you're on, it doesn't have to be YouTube, okay? It doesn't have to be YouTube. It can be entertainment industry. It can be acting. I don't care. It can be just being a talk show host. It can be doing the weather reports at night. You were supposed to be doing something in the public eye. You could even it could just be, you know, running a business and everybody knows that it's your business in town. You were supposed to be doing something in the public eye. And these people knew about it. So they fucked it up. They wanted to stop you from being successful, from being famous in whatever, you know, it doesn't have to be Hollywood famous, but they wanted you they wanted to stop you from being seen as the star. As the star. Star quality. They didn't want you to have this. They didn't want people to see you in this light. They didn't want you to be successful. They didn't want people to know who you are. They didn't want you out there with, you know, working with major corporations, companies, whatever. They wanted this to stop. Okay? The world justice in reverse. Worldwide, international. That's what that's telling me. Okay? They don't like that you're international. Justice in reverse. The Four of Pentacles, because they needed their unfair, illegal practices to work so that they could hold on to whatever illegal, fucked up mess they're involved in, okay? Yeah, Strength and the Six of Swords in reverse. So they what? They thought they had the control to stop you from getting away. High Priestess comes out again. Yeah, it has to do with your job. This is all about your job and your career. This is all about what these people did to stop your job and your career and stop you from going towards your career. These people mess with someone's career to the point where you might have even walked away from it entirely because they wouldn't stop messing with it. And you want to know why? Because they went to an official person and they told this official or this person at the IRS or whoever this is a bunch of shit, a bunch of lies and a bunch of shit. And then they sabotage someone over and over and over and over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. Because of what they said in the past. Like, how are you supposed to get a leg up when you've got enemies, little snakes and enemies in the grass that are calling up companies, calling up people that are giving you work and sabotaging it? Getting you taken off the job, getting you kicked out of the job, getting you kicked off of the opportunity. They did this over and over and over again. Yeah. This King of Cups in reverse did. This fucking sociopathic narcissist, self-centered piece of work right there. Yeah, Page of Wands. He's the one that called everybody nasty, really. These are enemies. These are enemies. All because of what they were doing in secret here. They had to keep their little secrets, their little secret catfish, social media, fake shit right here going, right? Just, snakes here. The Hanged Man. Yeah, it's all of this so that they could win. Or they knew that if you got on some sort of an opportunity, you would win. You would be the winner. And you'd get paid. Okay? It's like, no, we need to lie so that this person is socially isolated. Okay? Yeah. The Lovers. The Ten of Cups. And this has to do with your relationships. And that as well. This is like a, what's it called? I've seen it in the comments before. I've seen it, you know, circulating around. It's like that hierarchy of needs. Okay. The hierarchy of needs. Love, family, relationships, career, money, financial stability. That is what these people attacked systematically. And then they went around to the official people involved and dragged your name through the mud. But then they had to keep it up because they'd already said so much. So they have to keep sabotaging you and ruining your life. Or else what they're saying about you isn't going to stick. Okay? Yeah. So with these kind of people, you have to be 10 steps ahead. It's true. You have to learn how to be 10 steps ahead because they will always try and find a way to get close enough to you to destroy your life. They will. Okay? So I'm going to leave it at that, guys. I hope this helps. Take care of yourselves. Until next time.